Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Okay, so this is not going to be a funny story time, but this is going to be more of an story time for all those who have been wondering when I hint or when I say, if you know, you know. Okay, so I was born in Massachusetts. I was born in Boston. And when I was around 12, my mother moved us out because it was too dangerous. It was too, it was too ghetto, and we moved to Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm not sure if that's anything better because shit, a lot of pregnant girls. But anyways, she basically did her best trying to raise me, and unfortunately we moved down somewhere where the medical health care is not good at all. They leave shit in people. My homeboy died in the emergency room. I'm just saying. Anyways, I have spent the last actually, I've spent the last 10 years living overseas in Asia teaching ESL and coming back periodically. Around 2019, when the flu was getting weird, my mother had caught something and I came right back. I spent spent about 2 years in Louisiana, getting ready to buy her house and, try and get some stuff off her back. And she started to hint, and she knows that I'm a mama's girl, not a mom. I'm not a daddy's little girl. He's around. But anyways, she knows how to play my strings. So she kept talking about how good the doctors are up here. So I switched my plans to buy her house in Louisiana, and I came up here. And for the last 2 to 3 years, I have been struggling my ass off. I am not joking. Like, when I got up here, I was lied to. I was supposed to have a 6 month project. It was 3 months. I ended up at another job. I was the only female there, in the operating area. I ended up getting hurt a lot. They never, sent me to the doctor. And me being Nick the Donk, I was still going by Southern culture. Don't rock the boat. So I didn't say anything. But now I know. I keep a paper trail at all times now. Anyways, I had about two nervous breakdowns from all that mess. Literally, I have depression and a few other things, but this did not help me, and I got into some dark ways. And I had to call on like support. I had to do a partial program so I didn't get committed or whatever. But anyways, I digress. Sometime last year, I was finally kind of stable. I had a pretty good job at a biopharmaceutical place. I'm not stupid. I find this very therapeutic, content making. But anyways, um, my first team threw me under the bus. They were always sleeping. I never ratted them out. I still haven't ratted them out. And I ended up getting thrown under the bus, and they said I was sleeping. I think not. But anyways, so I ended up having another nervous breakdown. I got put on leave for several months, and they switched my position to something more labor heavy. I've been doing a lot of labor heavy work my whole life. I've worked for Greyhound. I've done work at Office Depot. I've worked at so many different companies that had. I ended up like as a security guard at one point. I checked 400 cars in one day. My supervisor told me. I ended up getting plantar fasciitis. I'm a worker. So right now I'm going cuckoo, but that's neither here nor there. Back to the story. Anyways, I ended up getting put on leave and got put onto a more, you know, labor heavy job. And what ended up happening was my body was rejecting it. I have carpal tunnel in both my arms. I'm starting to show arthritic symptoms, and they asked me to do accommodations. I got accommodations, and about a month later, they told me to get out. I'm going to be put on short-term disability against my will. No ifs, ands, or buts, and they didn't have any place for me at the place, which is a lie, because right before I left, my coworker was like, "I'm about to quit. We need extra people." And I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, but they didn't want to even bother with that. Anyways, um, before that happened, I ended up getting an email from my apartment complex. They were basically raising my rent up $500 by September. Now, that was in July when I got the letter. So now I'm trying to find some place to go. And I just couldn't. So from September to now, today, I have been homeless. And luckily, I met some great people. One of them, she housed me, and I paid her rent, and I was able to live somewhat normal, considering the circumstances. Anyways, because of some of the moves I made when I was younger, I am a veteran, and I was able to get housing again through the VA. So I am housed now in my own place. It's not 100% luxurious, but at this point in my life, I'm just happy with stable. It's not nasty here, except it needs to be swept. Um, you know, but it's my first day here. I just moved in. My cats are losing their ever loving mind. But I felt like I needed to tell you guys what I've been going through. So basically, my short term disability ran out. Luckily, I'm so batshit crazy, I guess, that I have qualified as a disabled veteran. So I do get a stipend, I guess. But I'm going to still continue to look for more stable work. Um, unfortunately, I come from a very proud black family. My mother is a boomer, but I am what is considered an old millennial. Don't call me that though. I prefer ex-millennial. Anyways, I was raised like an ex. So I'm so screwed up with cultures, it's ridiculous. This new culture is so different and so fragile and so sensitive, and it's kind of messed up because I'm sensitive, but I'm sensitive coming from a Generation X kind of upbringing. So it's a little different. I have a dark sense of humor. You can crack jokes at me, and I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to say anything. I still go by old school woke, as in, I'm watching both your hands. You ain't going to trick me. I don't really care about identities or whatever. You are who the hell you are. Just don't get in my way. I I'm one of those people. It's all about stay in your lane. I'm gonna stay in mine. If you need help, we can link up and I can help you. But you do you and I'll do me. Don't ever try to do me. And that's that. I've been through so many things. At this point, I am microdosing ketamine, but I am prescribed it. So no, I'm not a cokehead, a dopehead, or anything like that. My anxiety is just really that bad. I am so surprised I haven't gotten an ulcer yet. And I'm actually getting ready to try and have a family. So, I mean, I've been all over the place in so many months, and it has felt like a year or 2 years for every month. And all I can say is I'm blessed, and I'm grateful for the people and the situations that have brought me to this place, because even though this was the most traumatizing crap I've ever gone through, I am so more appreciative of what I finally got. And at this point, I'm just going to keep it going and keep it moving. I'm sorry this isn't as funny as I usually do, but as you can see from the way my eyes are, I'm damn near batshit crazy at this point, and I'm just so glad for boring. Really, it is. Um, I'm glad I finally have a roof over my head. I'm glad that I'm able to apply to jobs, and even though I don't have a steady income yet, the key word is yet, because I'm applying to jobs. I'm a jack of all trades, and I have several caseworkers working with me. So that's what I've been going through, and that's what I've been telling you guys secretly. If you know, you know. Because the people that have actually reached out to me, I have told them what my situation was. I don't beg. I'm not gonna beg. I did have a GoFundMe, but shit, I forgot it. I've had two GoFundMes, and I've forgotten both of them. Like, they've been retired so many times. Um, I just had to find a way, and I'm very good at finding detours. Now I have my own place. It's a two-bedroom, which was not what I was expecting. It'll be big enough for a nursery or to help like someone who needs a place to crash or my mother. Either way, that's what's been going on. I told you I would give you a story. I was going to actually show y'all, but it's a mess in here right now because I just moved everything in here that I had in my car. And believe me, I had a lot of shit in my car, and it was not a big car. If I ever buy another car, it's going to be an SUV, definitely. Right now, I'm just trying to get my stuff out of storage. I don't really have a bed, but I have something to sleep on, so I'm not sleeping on this dirty floor because they really didn't clean it all. They did not clean. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to go apply for food stamps, but hopefully that won't be a regular thing either. Like I said, I am looking for work, and I'm just going bit by bit. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with y'all. I just wanted y'all to know that, I come up here and I do the affirmations and I do the news, and I don't want what I'm going through to be my identity. I don't want my illnesses to be my identity. But if I can tell you what I'm going through and show you that I'm still coming up, I'm still getting up, like my soror name, I'm actually in a sorority, but I'm inactive. But my soror name was Phoenix because I fall down and apparently I get up very strong. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm very strong. They're saying that, but I'm telling you right now, I'm tired as hell. But I also felt like maybe my story time this time could help some other people. So if you're going through some things, even if you're down to the point where, like me, you're in a corner and there's like a thin line between you and the elements outside, it's still not over. Keep reaching, keep trying. I mean, maybe your past decisions will come back and help you like mine did. Um, but yeah, that's what's up with me. I do apologize for not coming on my regular podcast or newscast night. I do. If you're watching me on TikTok, I do online stories about the news, but now I'm just doing this story time to let y'all know what really went down with me and to explain certain things when I was using code. I know it. I know some of y'all got curious, so that's the truth. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. The next story time will be funnier. Thank you and good night.